What up guys, welcome back to the Hiding House. I am Jason and I am back with part 2 of my video series celebrating the Nintendo Wii. Happy 10-year anniversary Nintendo Wii. You know, even though you have a whole bunch of really bad games, there's quite a few good games. In fact, I was able to put together a top 10 list of these games and it actually was more difficult than I thought. I'm confident in my list, don't get me wrong, but I felt like there was another at least 10 or 15 that should have probably been on it. So it was kind of hard for me to do, but nevertheless, I put together a list of games that I feel really stand out that I personally enjoy on the Nintendo Wii. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, they're not all racing games. In fact, only 2 on my list are racing games. You know how I talked about how amazing that motion control is for the Nintendo Wii? Well, it is, but some of the racing games, they just don't do it right. Either it's not optimized right, or they just don't know how to code it properly. Some of the racing games on Nintendo Wii are just really flat out terrible. So I only have 2, and the controls on those are really good. Getting right into it, waste no more time, coming right off is Sega Bass Fishing. Sega Bass Fishing. Yeah, sure, I know you can get this on other platforms and it's available all over the place and it's been in arcades, but you know what? Again, the reason why this is on my list at number 10 is because the controls are just so good. In fact, even on the Wii, it's kind of an enhanced edition. Sega claims that it did some enhancements to the graphics and sound and actually give you a few extra game modes that are only available on the Nintendo Wii version. This is a fun, sit on the couch, use your Wii remote, pull the rod back, and reel it in. Love this game, Sega Bass Fishing. Alright, coming in at number 9 is Ferrari Challenge. I know what you're thinking, wait, what? Ferrari Challenge? Yes, we're very lucky that System 3 was able to even port this over. It was a very difficult task. And I will say the PS3 version of this, it drives better, it looks better, it is really the superior port. However, the motion controls on this game are bar none the best I've ever felt in a racing game. It is crazy good, it's very accurate, they feel weighted. How does a motion control with the Wii wheel actually feel weighted in the game? It does. They just do a fantastic job. This game allows you to race all your favorite Ferrari cars on all sorts of amazing, well-known tracks. And overall, I think the game looks really good, it plays really good, and the sound is awesome as well. Really fun game there. If you haven't ever played it or are into kind of simulation, arcadey type of a game, you might want to check this out because it is a nice blend of the both. Ferrari Challenge. Coming out at number 8 is the Metal Slug Anthology. Yes, sure, this is another one that you can get in other places, but what's neat about the Nintendo Wii version is that it originally, for the first time when it was launched, allowed you to play Metal Slug 6. So that was really neat. It had some exclusive stuff in there. And also, I just love the fact that I'm able to plug in my Wavebird, kick back on the couch with my Nintendo Wii that I have in every room, and just play Metal Slug whenever I want. This is an all-in-one encompassing game, and I just love having every single Metal Slug right in there. Plus, I think it plays really good. Sure, there's some frame rate issues here and there, there's some lag here and there, but in the arcades it was like that as well. So overall, I think this is a nice, complete version of the Metal Slug series. If you're going to pick it up, I think this is the one you're going to want to get. Alright, coming out at number 7 is the amazing Target Terror. An amazing, incredible, Raw Thrills produced, with the help of Konami on this port, a light gun arcade shooter. Light gun games on the Nintendo Wii, that is a match made in heaven. In fact, the Nintendo Wii is the definitive console if you want to play light gun games. I'm going to do a video just on light gun games in general because there's so many great ones. But Target Terror was an arcade game fighting the terrorists in all different places. The warehouse, at the airport, all a bunch of different places. It's extremely over the top, extremely comical. Love the sound, love the action, and to be able to plug in your Wii Remote to a gun attachment and really play it that way, it just makes the game so much better. It is a fantastic game, and I'm really happy that they decided to port it over. Thank you, Konami. Alright, coming in at number 6, it is Trauma Team. You weren't expecting that one, were you? Stephanie picked this game up, and I ended up going into the bedroom and watching her play it, and ended up just sticking around. And I sat down and I watched, and I continued to watch. It was so engaging and so interesting. I could not stop watching. In fact, I watched her play through this entire game pretty much from the very beginning. And everything about it is really neat. You play the role of doctors who are helping patients that have gone through all sorts of trauma, and with the motion controls, with cutting and performing surgeries and going in and retrieving things out of the body. It's crazy, right? I love it. It is so awesome, and even if you don't want to play it, just watching it, I felt like I was really watching a movie, and I had to see what happened next. I had to continue the story. It was very, very cool. I encourage everyone to check this game out, Trauma Team. Coming in at my number 5, you know it's House of the Dead Overkill, one of the greatest light gun shooter franchises ever. And, you know, to get a House of the Dead game in general was amazing, but to get something new in the franchise was even more mind-blowing. This is a very grown-up game. I don't know how many F-bombs. I think someone counted them. It's 200 or 300. I don't know, something crazy. The writing is extremely comical, very adult game, very violent, and even the themes on it are something I can't even discuss on my channel. But definitely, if you're into light gun shooters and like House of the Dead and want something over the top from Sega, kudos to them. This is amazing and one of my favorite light gun shooters on the console. Coming in at my number 4 is my favorite, Animal Droppings. This game here, I have so many fond memories with this, and honestly, this is another game where I would just sit and watch. And actually, my parents, to this day, play this game. They love it. My father has invested so many hours into it, and he has 1 billion gold shovels, and it's crazy. He has money bags laid out throughout his entire world. It's crazy. When the game used to be online, he would come over to my world and just drop off money bags for me everywhere. It was really, really cool. But this game here, amazing music. I actually have a playlist of the entire soundtrack that we fall asleep to most nights. It's great. But it plays really well. The motion controls work so nice. And overall, it's just an extremely fun and very cute and very rewarding game. And I love it. I wish the online still worked on it. But this is Animal Crossing City Folk. Alright, coming in at my number 3 spot is Mario Party 8. Do I have it up? Yeah, there's Mario Party 9. I'm going to say not every Mario Party is good. They've missed a few steps here and there, but when it comes to Mario Party on the Nintendo Wii, I think Mario Party 8 is the best one to get. There's not a whole lot to say about Mario Party. Everyone knows what the theme is and what the whole point of the game is. It has new mini games, some other modes, this and that. But overall, I find this one just to be a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. The pacing is nice, the mini games are fun, and overall, Yoshi always wins. It's a great deal. Alright, coming in at my number 2 spot, have you guessed it? You know what it is? Some of you do. Excitebots Trick Racing. I can do a whole video on this, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Excitebots Trick Racing encompasses and showcases everything correct and beautiful about arcade racing, about the Wii motion control and the Wii wheel attachment. This demonstrates a colorful, fun, engaging, and exciting game can be possible on the Nintendo Wii. In fact, there are so many fun things about this game, so many little mini games while you're racing, like bowling and baseball and fishing. There's so many cool things about it. Multiplayer, like even online multiplayer was really, really cool when it was working. But this here blends everything that's right about those elements and makes it work perfectly. This here is my favorite racing game on the console. This is also one of my favorite racing games of all time. That's a huge statement, I know. But this one really is. It deserves so much more than I'm giving it credit for right now. Excitebots Trick Racing. Alright guys, we've come to my number 1 game, but before I get into that, I want to do a couple of honorable mentions. All of these, no, I'm just kidding. Alright folks, time has come. My number 1 game on the Nintendo Wii. You're probably not expecting it, or maybe you are. Wii Sports. Wii Sports. In fact, I've played more Wii Sports than any other game on the console. The controls are spot on. The gameplay works so well. Except boxing, not really a big fan of boxing. But other than that, the rest of the games are fantastic. I love them. In fact, this is the game that Nintendo built the Wii for. This is the tech demo. This is the killer app. This is the game that would take the Nintendo Wii and catapult it into the status, into the longevity that we see today. And everything about it just works. It doesn't have the most amazing graphics. Does it need it? No. It has the controls, it has the gameplay, it has the fun element that gives the Nintendo Wii the opportunity to showcase all the rest of these games. In fact, golf and bowling are my two favorite games on Nintendo Wii of all time. I love it. I love golf. I wish I would have done so much more with it. And no, I'm not a fan of the Wii Sports Resort addition to it. I like the original golf. I wish we could have had replayability. I wish we could have had some more DLC maps. I would have paid anything to get some more golf courses, another 9-hole or something. But even still, it is so fun, and every time you play, it is always different. There's definitely the human element that gets injected into this game that you can't get with others. It's just so much fun. It's a family game. Anyone can play it. And forever and forever, it will be my all-time favorite game on Nintendo Wii. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Have a game night tonight and play some Wii Sports. Or play some Mario Party. Just have some fun. We'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye now.